Now, wow, nothing we no go here in this our country, Nigeria. It is still very, very fresh in our minds, and especially with the current effect of fuel subsidy removal we are seeing that on his inauguration day, President Ahmed Tinubu declared that fuel subsidy was going to be removed, and in few days later, price of fuel skyrocketed. And I also want you to know that the removal of fuel subsidy has been a lingering issue in Nigeria. Do you know the most surprising thing? Few days ago, a man just came out to say that the issue of fuel subsidy in entirety was a scam. I was so shocked and surprised. How can that be? Is that possible? Because we have been brainwashed. We've heard so much about this issue of fuel subsidy, the amount that is being paid to marketers every month, and how it will turn out to help Nigeria if such expenses are cut off. But this man turned around to say that the fuel subsidy issue is a scam, that there has not been anything like fuel subsidy in existence, that it was a mere conspiracy to steal our money. But when I initially saw the video, I tend not to believe, but I'm beginning to believe this whole saga because the guy is talked with so much emphasis that he has evidence to back up. So I want you to listen to this man and assess for yourself.
They are either complicit or they are extremely dumb. It's one of those two things. I'm talking about our so-called oil and gas experts now and our so-called media. Because when you see all of the business programs on all of the TV channels, Arise, TVC, NTA, all of them, when they talk and they make categorical statements about the fact that, oh, subsidy needs to go. And they say government can no longer afford subsidy, meaning that they claim to know what the DSDP arrangement is and who government is paying our subsidy money to. They claim to know. So the media must now come out and tell us these trillions of naira that NNPC claims it is paying on subsidy, which companies are they paying them to? Because from the details, the documents that we have obtained, NNPC does not pay a single dime. Shingbai, not a dime, not 1 cent, not $1, does not pay $1 to anybody as subsidy payment. Another thing that also comes out from our findings is the fact that no oil marketer, I repeat, no oil marketer, whether independent marketer, whether major marketer, no oil marketer needs to source for forex, needs to source for dollar to bring in crude based on the direct sale, direct purchase arrangement of the NNPC. None. So all this talk about subsidy putting pressure on the naira and causing it to devalue, it's a lie. It's a big lie. Now there are 15 companies, refineries. NNPC calls them consortium. They posted their list. It was NNPC that posted their list themselves. Shell is among them. Exxon, BP, British Petroleum is among them, and 15 others working in cahoots with companies in Nigeria. I'm telling you now, those refineries, those 15 companies must now come and tell us how much NNPC paid to them, because we're going to drag all of them before a court. They must come and tell us how much NNPC paid to them as subsidy in dollar and what services they rendered. And then we will now compare it to the agreement, the documents that show that NNPC has not paid a single dime. How can people be this wicked? If Tinubu knows what's good for him, if the advisors of Tinubu know what's good for them, they should not fall into this trap that has been set for them. They should not fall into it. They should just jejely waka pass by doing the right thing. Now, what is the right thing? All the companies that have collected money under the guise of subsidy payment based on the DSDP arrangement must now refund those monies. They must refund those monies. And all this talk about, oh, we are removing subsidy, is actually a lie. All they just want to do is increase the price, the pump price of fuel. That's what they want to do. Because before now, there is no subsidy. People were just being given money. No subsidy. Now, that Dangote refinery is complete. If they continue at this rate, we cannot hide behind subsidy anymore. They now want to collect the money from Nigerians directly by increasing the pump price of fuel. That way, Dangote refineries and their shareholders will now maximize profit. So the same people will now are just planning to change how they collect the money from Nigerians. Nigerians, we cannot keep quiet. If we keep quiet, we do so at our own risk. Don't think that it's only transportation. It is not. And the worst of it is that people will lose their jobs and more people will be thrown into extreme poverty. And that is why it behoves on people like you watching and people like me to do the needful if we have interest in saving the average Nigerians. And I'm not particularly happy at what the SDP candidate Prince Adebayo is doing. I had so much respect for him before the election, and now coming out to be saying the kind of things he's doing, I am disappointed. Look, what he was saying was right, and now he's saying that Tinubu should punish us because we did not listen to Adebayo. We did not listen to Adebayo. No, you can't do that. If what you were saying, Mr. Adebayo, is right, and people did not vote for you, did you ask why they did not vote for you? Don't get Tinubu into the trap they have set for him. It's a trap. No wonder they are saying that Nigerians will miss Buhari because of this trap. So if Tinubu knows what is good for him, he should avoid the trap. And people like you, Prince Adebayo, should tell him that he's walking into a trap. Nigerians, wake up, oh. Nigerians, wake up, oh. Nigerians, wake up, oh. There is no subsidy, oh. It's all a lie, oh. NNPC, Mele Kyari, they have all been lying to us, oh, and using the DSDP to steal our money and give to so-called oil marketers under the guise of the DSDP. It's all a hoax. It's a lie. We must rise up now and go beyond just mere protest. The civil society organizations must now begin to come out and begin to sue. We need to sue NNPC. They should come out. We need to sue all those companies, the consortium, the refineries. One fantastic thing that we have discovered from the documents we have is that the landing cost of fuel is actually between 80 and 90 naira. So if NNPC is selling at 165, NNPC is making over 100% profit. NNPC is making profit, and on top of that, we are earning dollars. So there should not be pressure on our naira. So Emefiele must come and tell us now, why is it that there is pressure on our naira by claiming that people are trying to access forex? Access forex how? How? When there's DSDP that specifies how these things go.
If what this man is saying is true, then we are in a real mess in this country, because Tinubu himself will not be left out of this whole saga, because as a president of Nigeria and one of the biggest business moguls in Nigeria, I believe he cannot claim ignorance, because there must be something fishy. Please make sure you share this video to go viral. Thank you and bye.